Well, good morning, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Today is Thursday, July 4th. Happy birthday, America, officially. I found myself making it out to the water today. Pretty busy with Amish folk here today. There's a lot of them, but it is pretty quiet on the end of other boat types. There's only two of us here, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna fish this morning, see if I can't find some topwater bite. I'm gonna work this hump here a little bit for some looks, and then I'm gonna head over to my boy Jake's for a picnic with the family. So today's pretty much as perfect as it gets. So let's see if we can't wrangle up a few fishes here on America's birthday. So to all the veterans, the last 250 years of this great country, thank you. And to all the men and women serving now, thanks for keeping us free so we can do just this. Appreciate it, everyone. All right. We got our first schooling smallmouth of the season. I think he's a dingster. Oh no, he's pretty okay. Oh, now he knows he's going into the boat. You know, like that. Come here, buddy. Come here. Whoa. There we go. All right. That's what we've been waiting for. Schooling smallmouth. Skunk killer. Look how fat they're eating up out here. What a nice smallie. I'm in about 55 feet of water, and there's bait everywhere. I can see it everywhere. The entire surface is just covered. I know it won't pick up, but there's a bait ball there, a bait ball there. There's one here and one there. So it's maybe starting to happen. I'm going to try to get on this bite for a little bit. If there's some smallies out here that want to eat, I'm going to try to catch them real quick. Before it gets a little later, then I'll reserve myself to some deeper fishing. But for now, man, to get a topwater bite, I've been waiting a long time for this part of the season to come. You bet it's in the storage box, Jake, but no, you never know, right? You see a blow up, you gotta cast to it. And no, he's not too bad. He's 12 inches. But just get him on hooks. Never fails. As soon as you hook one, schools start going off all over the place. So I got 2 or 3 schools going off behind me, but there's a little guy. That was a largemouth. So they're all schooling. Looks like we got largemouth and smallmouth schooling. But I'm definitely in search of the smallmouth. When they school, they tend to be a little mean, a little more aggressive, and sometimes a little bigger, at least historically here. So I'm kind of hoping for that to stay true. This isn't going crazy here, but it's starting way better than it has been. So I'm going to keep trolling around out here, just putzing around looking for these schooling fish, see what I can find. We just lost a nice smallmouth. Oh man. Had one line out, I fired another line out. Some bitch hit it. I had him on for a couple of cranks, and oh, did he just sky? He must have been 4 feet out of the air and gone. So we're trying. It's been tough. The bait is everywhere, but finding the schools that are blowing them up is a little tougher. I finally got in range on one there and hooked a decent one, and he went sky high to avoid being captured. And we got Team Smallmouth on the spook. He's a pretty good fish. Let's see. He looks like he's hooked pretty well. Oh yeah, that's a quality fish. Man, just keep throwing at every pot of blow-ups I see, hoping and praying. And there he is, another mid-lake. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth bass. I love it when they're out here like this, nice and fat. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fishing. Down into the depths he goes. Yeah, he wasn't even busting. I just saw a little swirl on the bait fish, and I had one hooked and it came off, and I let the lure float back to the surface and twitched it twice, and he hit it. So the ones that are eating, they're aggressive, but it has slowed down a bit here. So that's 3. I've lost a couple. I think one's on film I might have put on there. But yeah, I'm going to keep working here before the sun gets too high. Check this out. I'm sitting in the driver's seat. Motor's still running. You can hear it. Heard a pot of fish going off. Look at this guy go. Made the cast from my seat. Oh, he just won't stop. I'm kind of hoping he'll get off here. That was pretty fun to watch. Hopefully you guys saw that. All right. Come here, little fella. Oh yeah, I know. Most unique fish catch of the season. From the pilot seat. Made the cast. Turbo Yeti. Scores with a nice smallmouth without even standing up. Not a bad deal. All right. There you go, little fella. All right. So I keep the pole beside me, and I'm just kind of cruising up the lake looking for blow-ups, because I'm gonna about head up to the north end and fish the weeds a little bit. And I just try to stay observant. I saw a little pod going off, and actually there's another one going off. So we'll stand up, and we'll stand on the back here, and we'll befuddle this little guy, and we'll make a cast out here and see if these guys are still interested in biting. Oh, when they are. There we go. That's a good one too. All right. Sometimes it can be like this. This one's staying down, so I think he's a little better. We'll see. Stay down, pal. Down's better. Okay, let's see what we got into here. It's all about being observant, people. Patient, persistent, observant. Oh, this is a good fish, I think. Oh yeah, that's a real good fish. Okay, we're oh, this is real good smallmouth. Yep. And that's sometimes how it gets done. So there you go. I've been working really hard today. I've been really being patient. Trying to do everything right. Now all of a sudden I'm driving out from a little, I don't know, a little scouting mission there. And sure enough, look at that big boy. That's what I'm talking about. Every pod, you just never know what's in them. And there it is. It's a nice 2-pound smallmouth bass. Look at the belly. Just feeding up heavy. And that's what you do. So, let's put a measure stick on him. He'll go 16 inches. So that's a keeper. Nice fat smallmouth bass on topwater, and I think I have him live. So let's let this guy go. All right, and that's it. Motor's still running. You can hear it going. Maybe I'll turn it off here and save a little petrol. But that's a neat way to do it, huh? Catch one from the driver's seat, talk to you guys, see a little bit of a blow up going, make a cast, and there he is. So I'll hang around here for a little bit longer before I get up to that north end. All right, just got into the weeds, and we got into a nice largemouth. All right, so we came off that deep stuff, got into, oh, look how green he is. He's really green. Little bugger bit. Get out of here. Yeah, we just came up into the shallows here because I got wind, and I got clouds, so it marked up a little bit. It's a perfect spinnerbait type of conditions. So if they're here, I got a shot, and I've only been making a few casts, and there he was. So I don't know if you can see out here all the weeds I've got, but just trying to find some holes, find some pockets in them, and see if we can find a few aggressive shallow bass. The lake got really busy, so there are a lot of people here all of a sudden. So I kind of came up here where it's a little quieter boat traffic, but I have a lot of shore anglers that are on the one side, so kind of eliminates that from my arsenal, but I kind of want to be where I'm at anyway. So hey, there's the first spinnerbait bass of the day. I had some really good topwater action there this morning, and we'll see how the rest of the morning goes. Go. Oh, there he goes. Son of a bitch, I stuck him pretty good too. He hit way back there. That's rare. I usually don't lose him on a single hook, especially a spinnerbait, but he chunked it way out there. Had 2 or 3 jumps in him there before I even got to the camera. I really thought I had him hooked. That's a bit irritating, but at least it's promising. We're getting bit back here. That's number 2. Got a nice one here if I can get him out of the weeds. Oh man, I got a fish and I got 5 pounds of weeds coming. Yeah, come on, buddy. Yeah, that's it. That's a nice fish. There's your 2-pound largemouth. Back in the weeds. Look at that bad boy. Heavy, big fat fish. There he is. Oh, we've been waiting for that one, huh? We've been waiting for that one. Look at the salad. Vegetarian fish, but eating pretty good nonetheless. So they're back here. I've watched a few YouTube guys. I don't watch a lot of them. I mean, why would I, since I'm on YouTube? That's all anyone needs to watch. But just in case you get tired of me, which, again, I don't know that you should. I'm joking, please. A fella named Nathan Quince I'll watch. He's local. And another fella named Tyler, Bass Fishing Haiku. Watched a lot of videos where they speak of fish, you know, that transition from spawn, being up here shallow where I caught a lot in the spring. But boy, I don't know if you can see down in between these weeds, there are just thousands of big fish down in those weeds, which is why they say some fish will live shallow year round, and that's proof right there. I lost that one you saw. I had one missing right at the boat, so that's 4 fish just drifting through here, which is really pretty good. So I'm going to stay around here. There's a lot of bait here, and that's a pretty chunky largemouth. So those of you that watch me and I talk about the road bed, my last video I mentioned it, but I was about 300 yards away, and I realized it didn't show up in the video. Hopefully right in front of me, right here, you can see the old road and then all the gravel that's under it. I was catching fish literally in those grasses. The water was all the way up there. Caught a bunch off this bush, just a ton. But anyway, came out of the weeds a little bit and thought I'd just work down this shoreline since it is kind of rocky, and I'm seeing a lot of bait fish. Maybe they haven't pushed up against here, but that's the water drop we're talking. I mean, that's, I don't know how much of water from there to a foot into that bush is, but I'm losing a lot of water up here. So conditions continue to change. You got to adapt to them. But what's neat is that we caught a lot of fish up on that road bed and behind it. And now here we are only a few months later, and we're fishing lower than that. The water level is probably 4 feet down, or 5 feet, but pretty neat. I just wanted to show you that since my last video was atrocious. So I apologize for that, and hopefully you can get a peek at that and understand a little more what I talk about when I talk. Okay, friends and family, that's gonna do it for a July 4th fishing trip. I made a quick one here. It's only 11:30, 11:40. Got up here at 5:30, so just a little morning shot. Try to see what we could find. Very pleased to find some schooling bass on the bait. There was a lot of bait on the surface. Bass weren't schooling heavily, but the ones that were pretty aggressive. I got some nice ones there, including that last smallmouth, which I'm very pleased with. I did get into a couple other schools, but I couldn't make the cast. Too short, and by the time I got to them, they were gone, but they were there, so very promising. Worked our way up to the north end and caught a couple nice largemouth in the weeds, very shallow, which was surprising but very encouraging. I didn't really try any of the deep weed edges today, kind of laid off them. There's a lot of people here, a lot of boats, a lot of kayaks, paddle boards. There's a ton of shore fishermen because the water's dropped so much. Seems like we've picked up a ton of shore fishermen around. So, hey, it's the 4th of July. It's to be expected. So, no big deal. I'm really pleased with my catches today. Got into a couple nice quality fish. Top 100 bites on, which is something I've been waiting for. So, hey, again, have a great 4th of July. I hope everyone did. Have a great weekend as it rolls on. And I will talk to everybody as soon as we can get the boat back in the water.